In December of 1992, the federal government intervened. The Lagos State Police Command, embarrassed and overmatched, had requested assistance from Abuja. The response came in the form of a coordinated task force, officers drawn from multiple state commands, operating with federal intelligence and federal resources. Their mandate was simple: end Shina Rambo's reign or die trying. The task force approached the problem differently than their predecessors. They did not attempt to confront Shina Rambo directly. The ambushes had proven futile, and the supernatural fears had paralyzed too many officers. Instead, they targeted his network. One by one, his associates were identified, tracked, and arrested. Some cooperated, some did not. But each arrest closed another door. By December 28th, the network was in collapse. Safe houses had been compromised. Border crossings were under surveillance. The chain of mechanics, forgers, and corrupt officials that had sustained his operation for years was broken. Shina Rambo was cornered in Abeokuta, his hometown, the same city where he had walked through gunfire and vanished from a compound. On December 30th, 1992, he was taken into custody. The arrest itself was anticlimactic, a word that feels almost inappropriate for the end of a reign of terror. There was no shootout, no dramatic standoff, no supernatural vanishing act. The charms, if they had ever worked, were not working now. Or perhaps the charms had never been about avoiding capture. Perhaps they had only been about avoiding death. Capture was something else entirely. What followed the arrest was a confession. And the confession was remarkable, not for what Shina Rambo admitted to, which was expected, but for how he described it. He spoke of his crimes clinically. Operations, he called them. Not robberies, not murders, operations. He described the network with the precision of a logistics coordinator. The vehicles, the routes, the border crossings, the distribution channels. He spoke of his rituals in Porto Novo the way a chemist might describe a formula: ingredients, procedures, expected outcomes. There was no remorse in his voice, no regret, no emotion at all. But there was something else, something the interrogators did not expect. Shina Rambo told them he knew his reign was ending. He told them he had known for months that the network would collapse, that the protection would fade, that the path he was walking led only to a cell. And he told them something stranger still. He told them he would not die in prison. He told them he would walk free one day. And when he did, he said, he would not be the same man who entered. The interrogators dismissed this as bravado, the final delusion of a criminal who had convinced himself of his own mythology. They filed their reports, closed their case, and transferred Shina Rambo to prison. Years passed. The Shina Rambo story faded from headlines. Nigeria moved on to other crises, other criminals, other legends. The man who had walked through gunfire became a memory, a story parents told children to frighten them, a footnote in Nigerian crime history. And then, in November of 2020, nearly 3 decades after his capture, Shina Rambo reappeared. He walked free.